Greetings, goddamn. Salute to everybody. I appreciate you. Salute. Step out. Salute to everybody. I'm pretty early on a Saturday, you know what I'm saying? I had a little situation. I'm not in the studio, clearly, obviously not. But I'm home early, you know what I'm saying? And the studio I'm trying to switch some things up, you know what I mean? You gotta switch things up every now and then. excuse me. Every Anytime you are tired of the environment and the environment is not giving you the look, you got to switch it up. And that's the great thing about being versatile. You have to look at something and say, I really ain't feeling it. You know, when I got the perfect shoe on my foot, the perfect fit of my pants, the perfect fit of my jacket, my coat, I stand taller because I feel good. There's no feeling like feeling good. There's no feeling like feeling good. Shout out to my uncle Clement. He used to always say that. And it's so true. Very wise man. God bless his soul. And there's just certain things that accommodate your look, you know. Now, there's some people that may feel good about things that don't look good. Amen, right? There's some people that wear things that look good, that don't look good, but they may feel good. And to some degree, that's good, but it's also bad when they looking bad. You know what I mean? That's when you have to connect the dots. Because you may feel good with something that don't look good to everybody else. And some people, I don't care what nobody think. No, you should. Because if you feel good in it and everybody else is not taken to it, then it defeats the purpose. See, the one thing about looking good, you feel good because everybody else loves the way you look. It sounds a little superficial, but it's true. Like, you look good when you feel good because you're leaving that expression. And the one thing I've learned for men, it's very, very hard to execute that feeling. You know what I mean? It's really something bad. Shout out to Shifty Eyes. Did I say good evening? Did I say good night? Did I say afternoon? I'm so sorry. I like damn nature went straight into the conversation. Shout out to Shifty Eyes. Shout out to the shy room. I appreciate you. So I say all this to say, like, today was a good day. You know, we was in the mall again, the Spanish mall, you know what I mean? And you know, it's so funny, man. I was listening to Big Gip, right? You know, Big Gip from Atlanta. And you know how I am with Southern brothers. Like, I love the South. I just don't like the South when it comes to New York hip hop conversations. It's There's always a negative tone there. And Big Gip says something so true today. And I really wanted to do a video on this. Is so true. He said the South and the North is completely different. And it is. Like he said, we grew up with blacks and whites. We didn't grow up with Latins. Like, so down south, they are not connected to Latins the way we are. They see them as a complete different race. And we just see it as Spanish niggas. It's no different here because the reality is that we're Spanish folks is Spanish folks, not Spaniard. You know, living up north, the racist people, they identified, you know, two different how do I say, formats of black and Hispanics. So they put us under one roof. Even though Hispanics think they're white, and some blacks, Hispanics think they're white, and blacks want to be accepted by Hispanics and whites. You know what I mean? So we give them the power because of that. Now, let me just tell you like this. Let me be the first one and I knock it down. Latin women are beautiful. There's no denying that. I'll never take that away. You understand? They there's more pretty Latin women than white women. You know what I mean? Like you could just be Latin and be pretty by default because they got nigger in them. You understand? And when you got that in you, it changes things. See, white girls look good when they got some black in them. She's a white girl with a black booty. She got a black swag. She got nice black. You know what I mean? Something about it. But when you just get the reminder of who they are, it takes it away. But Hispanic woman is just, even a flat butt is juicy. You know what I'm saying? So they got it. Ain't no question about it. Like, this ain't no passport bro talk. Okay, this is a real man talk from up north that lives in the community with them. You understand? So he was breaking that down. It was kind of interesting because I'm like, that's cool, and I agree with that. I do. But I should also say, we don't get into down south hip hop. Not to the degree where we're around a table talking about Atlanta hip hop. Atlanta niggas could only talk about Atlanta hip hop. But Atlanta niggas got a bad tendency to always get into New York conversations, whether it's about Shyne, whether it's about Diddy. They weren't there in these clubs at the peak in 2099 or 2000 when the tunnel on a Sunday night was the most popping thing happening in the universe. They weren't there. Unless you was an artist at that time, and what artist was a down south rapper? And I'm not saying Jermaine Dupri or Big Gippy, these niggas wasn't part of that, but we don't get into hip hop discussions as New Yorkers about down south hip hop. Y'all got it. We're aware of it. As a matter of fact, we just embrace y'all sound because y'all got a lot of classic hits. Y'all got a lot of classic artists. We just look at the union, and it's not that we don't discuss it in a negative way. We just don't get into it. It's just not our thing because it's like touching foreign water. But as a southern rapper, a southern podcaster, y'all can't stop talking about our culture. You can't have these discussions when you don't know nothing about being a New Yorker. It is some New York shit. You understand? Now, this don't mean to listen to Lord Jamar and these are the people. Lord Jamar is a historian of hip hop, but Lord Jamar has a lot of mental issues. Okay? He does. And not because he's a drug user. He's like you ever see the wino on the street that has that whole, like, he gives you some wisdom, but he's a drunk. And I can't even use that as a good example because back in the day, those winos were different. These dudes now, all they do is complain. They don't drop wisdom. And, they keep digging themselves because their emotions allow them to fail. And that's a big thing, you know what I mean? So back to Big Gip, he's talking about, they got into some conversation about, you can't discuss Shyne. Listen to me. Shyne in early 2000 was the man. He went to jail and he fell off completely. That's why he's doing a politician thing, because he can't rap no more. He can't even rap to his old songs because he lost his image. It was an act already. His voice, yes, is deep, but he came in with the Biggie Smalls thing. He had a swag that was impeccable. But sometimes these guys go to jail and they come back home and they never get it back. Same thing happened to the dancehall artist by the name of, shout out to Sharon, shout out to Sharon Law, shout out to Trending with Cher, shout out to Dollface. So he, as an individual, what we see, I remember Shyne performing at this club called the Tunnel. And there's a video on YouTube now. I was there at that performance. Let me tell you something. You could never see New York will never be like it was, because like it was like it was. We can't do that again. That history is historical. So to see Shyne get on stage and perform his songs, he lost his swag completely. He's not even the same person. So I think he has a mental illness. I really believe that, because he's very delusional. He lies a lot, and he's doing a whole bunch of political nonsense, right? Because he's trying to push his DVD, whatever that shit is, his biography, or documentary, you know. And it's kind of sad, because when you seen a person and say, how in the hell did you go to jail and just totally lose it all? You understand? Like, how do you come home and you don't even talk the same? And that happened to Vibes Cartel, the dancehall artist too. I tried and I tried and I tried. Let me take this ugly motherfucker off of this screen real quick, and we'll go back to his ugly ass in a minute. Okay. Um, but Shyne completely lost his swagger majorly. And it's kind of crazy, because when he's talking, it's a complete different person. But then I'm also believing something happened in there. When Pac went to jail, he came back and he was on fire, but he ended up dying later, right? Some of these niggas come home and I don't think Young Thug been in jail long enough to come back home with a garbage hip hop. I really truly believe. I'm a Young Thug fag. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Young Thug fan. Young Thug fan, right? I am a fan of Young Thug. I don't think he's been in jail long enough to be whack. But once you start hitting them 10 years, 15 years, something happens. And to see Shyne be as dope as he was, and then now he's just a corny gray suit wearing nigga. At least he got his hair. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. You know, I truly believe Shyne was almost a gimmick. I think he came from Belize. A lot of people were here from the country Belize. He was here at 8 years old, caught some Brooklyn roots. I see, he kind of low key stole Biggie's voice, but he did have his voice. But this dude talks completely different. Now I want you to hear what I'm coming from with this. Let me just let him talk.
Yeah, wedding, of course. And hopefully she give me some grandkids, and that's the journey of life. So we pray for the people that are still stuck in at a certain stage and haven't fully grown and evolved. But I thank God that I was able to continue to grow as the years continued on. And I think that's important. It's important to become a statesman. It's important to show the evolution of hip hop. And I think, being the next prime minister of Belize, being the opposition leader of the House of Representatives, that's so hip hop.
Right. That's not hip hop. See, the thing is, he's trying to become a prime minister. You know what the thing is with Shyne? He remind me of Mace. Like, he's just all over the place. Okay. I can't take him serious as a politician, because he doesn't give me a politician feel. But as a bullshitter, he does. But what truly happened was Shyne tried to he tried to rap it. He did rap on one of Usher's songs when he was in jail. Um, what was the name of the song? Somebody could tell me the name of the song, but he rhymed on Usher's track from jail. That was actually decent. And even when he did, I started seeing a decline a little bit. But whatever was going on in there, he completely lost it. And as a New Yorker, when you're born and raised here, that's a big imprint. Yeah, he came from another country. He caught the New York swag. He pulled it off. And then he just went right back to being corny. Now, I'm not saying being from Belize is corny. Right? Confession, right? Think you can. Confession. Yes. Yes. That was a these are my confession. Yeah, yeah. That was a dope song. And Shyne was rhyming from jail. But then he came home and it was like, yo, what is this girl? Like, it was so bad. It was bad. And I remember me saying, he's going to have to do something because it ain't going to work now. Like, he's finished. Like, it's to the point now where he sucks. He's getting deported. He's going back to, they dumped him back to his country. But now he got some leniency now. He's able to come here. Came home, made peace with Diddy, and then now the nigga just throwing him under the bus. So I say all this to say, this is a thing that happens, like I spoke to y'all earlier about the aging process of men. What ends up happening is, as he gets older, he gets progressively worse mentally because he lives in his emotion. He doesn't live in his mind. It's a big difference. Like, to live in his mind, to live in his heart, you know what I mean? He would speak a mode of eloquence, respect, inspiration. He's speaking from emotion. So now when you speak from emotion, he's only doing this because he doesn't have a hip hop career. He can't even perform his old songs. If you watch any of Shyne's videos back then, he has to get into that character. Now, remember, he had a lot of people coaching him. He's with Bad Boy. Diddy was a great teacher with that. I give him that. I'm not going to lie about that because he was able to create. He did a good job with A&R with his artists. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever knew that 112 was from Connecticut. I never knew that until recently. I couldn't believe that he pulled that off all these years. These niggas, I thought 112, Jagged Edge, I'm getting mixed up. Jagged Edge was from Connecticut. But when 112, still in all, they built these groups and we started looking at, wow, you know what I'm saying? Niggas could be from Atlanta and still be cool and make records. So Diddy's not from damn Atlanta. So how the fuck did that happen? So he was just a good visionary, and that's important. So how in the fuck did Shyne become this whack? Well, you're going to have to result yourself and become a politician or something. Like, what other thing could you do? So that's where he is. Now, on the image level, the one thing I give the brother, keeping his looks up. You know what I mean? He could actually do better if somebody redesigned and gave him some stylists. But if you look at these orangutans that's in the room with him, you'll see age. See, what y'all don't understand, when you see hats and beards, I see old age. Look at this.
That's really hip hop. That's where hip hop's supposed to go. Like, hip hop has been electing presidents for quite some time. You know, we got Obama elected. That was the vote or die movement, and that was all hip hop. You know, we got involved in different campaigns, and it shouldn't.
When you look at a guy like this, right? You know, in the 1970s, this is not what a 50-year-old looked like. This is not what a 60. Number one, they wasn't even as fat because there wasn't too many fat niggas back in the 60s and 70s and 80s because niggas was dancing, right? Now it has happened. Being at hip hop is 50 years old. When it comes to hip hop fashion, hip hop culture, the athletic movement came in the 80s. This is a problem. So if you was in your teens in the 80s, by the time you're 50, you're going to be stuck because nobody changed it. The reason why we can't take Shyne seriously as an ex-rapper is because how he's dressed. But we look at this guy right here, we know he eats a lot. He doesn't exercise. He has this stupid print with all these prints. Like, he looks ridiculous, right? So this is a regular day in anybody's hood. I don't give a fuck if you're in the South. I don't care if you're up north. Niggas just can't let go of what they're comfortable in. You know what I mean? They're going to wear what they've been wearing for 30, 40, 50 years. So this is the concern. And a lot of women are wondering, like, well, damn, well, okay, yeah, he got his face shaved. Yeah, but at the end of the day, he's wearing a hat indoors. That for a man is a no-no. Ladies, when a man comes to your house and he got his hat in his house, you're supposed to tell him to take it off. A woman could keep her hat on. He wants to be you. He believes he could keep his hat on. A lot of these niggas don't want to take their hat off because your head shows your age. Okay? You can tell a man's age from his head. Pause. You understand? You could tell from the shape of his head, from the level of his head, from the way he's balding, how he's balding, to the color of his hair. All of that you can tell his age from his head. Because what a hat does, it creates a character where it molds him to have a different shape. We don't know if he got an egg head. We don't know if he got a deformed head, but we know for sure he got a big hat and is covering a lot. So you you cover your identity by how? A hat and a beard. If you want to go out into the public and hide from somebody, you put a hat and a beard, and then that's what you would wear for a disguise. We took the level, not me, but they took the level of disguise and made it a part of the culture. Niggas don't take their hats off. Niggas wear athletic gear. Niggas wear slippers in the street. Niggas is and these niggas ain't no broke dudes. But when you want to take a person seriously, you got to dress a certain way, right? When you see homicide detectives knocking on niggas' doors and you see niggas in suits, those cops get more respect than cops in uniforms because they know this got to be the real deal. These niggas is dressed in suits, right? So when we look at Shyne, what is missing? What's missing is Shyne is not in his image at all. He's a complete different person. He talks different. He walks different. He moves his hands different. Then you got these interviewers, such as this guy, that looks old. Why? Because he wants to look like he did when he was 17.
It's like I went from this, I'm in the limelight, to I'm totally different.
You know, it took quite a process. You know, I'm 46 years old.
Shyne, this guy's 55 trying to rap.
Yeah, I mean,
60 trying to rap. Yeah.
I pray for them.
Okay. First, here we go again. It's always the old niggas. See, when you're old, stop talking about niggas is in their 50s trying to rap, because you in your 50s anyway. If you in your late 40s, nigga, your age group is 34 to 55. Let's understand that. If you don't believe me, go do one of these little things where you go to the store and they want you to give a layout on what's your experience. They're going to say, what's your age group? 34 to 55, 45 to 55. You know, that your age group is of a senior. So is there a problem with a man rapping at 60? Well, I got news for you. In the 1980s, we never thought a person could rap past 30. Okay, so if there's gonna be somebody that turns 60 to pull that off, clearly Mike Tyson didn't pull off boxing at 60, right? That was a terrible thing, a terrible image for everybody, but that was a money grab, whatever. Even if Shyne was rapping, he would be too old looking because he have an image of an old man. These guys have an image of old niggas. And now they make the joke of niggas is rapping at 60. That's their insecurity. That's why they're doing that. Okay? This is what they're doing. That's why they're doing it. Hold on.
Look at Funk Flex. He's still on the radio, you know, talking crazy. And
yeah, but see the difference with Funk Flex, he's a DJ. He could talk crazy until the age of 90 years old. He's a DJ. That's called a radio personality. There's no cap for that. Clearly, there's no cap for hip hop because hip hop is only 50 years old. So if you think about it, if a person's rapping at 55, 60 years old, that means they were probably 20 years old when hip hop came out. And that's fine. You know what I mean? Because the age of hip hop has not exceeded the age of the damn individual. You understand? You ain't gonna see a nigga 90 years old rapping. You're gonna see a person in their 50s and 60s because hip hop is no longer 30 years old, it's 50 years old. So if you look at the situation here, image is key. This is where things get bad. Okay. Now we talked about these brothers earlier. This is where shit gets really, really disturbing. And I think we need to really understand what's going on here, because I want women to understand what it means when you see a man wearing a beard and a hat. Okay. All right. You have to understand right now. I'm going to tell you what it is. You're not going to see it's very rare to see a podcaster, black podcaster, that does a video or a stream without a hat. Okay. If he got dreads, in most cases, if they're double twist, they're fake. Okay. Because you could get them sewed in. If you see a black beard on a nigga in his 40s, okay, and he tells you he didn't die yet and it's real black, it's because it's dye. It's not, you don't know it because you don't know faces. Okay. A man could camouflage his age with a dyed beard and a hat. Okay. As he gets older, if you're good with it, you can tell a total stranger that fucking hair's dyed just from their face and their hair. You could tell if it's a toupee. You could tell. There's a lot of things. Believe it or not, a bald man could hide his age a lot more just being bald. You understand? But if he wears a hat, you could see his age on his face. So in a weird way, the hat enhances the face in the worst way. Some brothers can pull it off. You got brothers like Raekwon, he could dye his beard, but he's swagged out, he's stylish. If he had a gray beard, it wouldn't look good. So it looks better dyed. So let me be clear on the individuals that can get away with it, but we're talking about a whole complete different individual. Method Man, Will Smith, they don't look right with salt and pepper beard because their faces are their image. Okay? Their distinctive look doesn't allow gray to play a part, and they're not dark skinned. So dark skinned men can pull that salt and pepper off better than anybody. All right. But when you look like this nigga here, this is one ugly motherfucker. And he been ugly. Now, when he was a kid, he probably was a cute. Like, you know, when kids are cute, they're babies. But as they get older, they camouflage their looks, because what's happening now is, as black men get older, they hold on to age so much, they become ugly in the process. See, you want to get older, you don't want to get uglier. And the problem with a lot of brothers, they get uglier. That's a big thing in the black community. Nigga, the older they get uglier because they don't understand holding on to the age to make yourself look young makes you look older, right? They don't understand complexions, beard layouts, or beard closer to the face. Thick beards are played out, right? Unless you a nigga that could pull it off. If your image relies on that, then it's different. But a thick beard takes away the shape from your face. So when you dye it and you don't cut it closer, it looks more fake. Now you put this hairline that the gays do, and you get this sharp line, and now it looks even more fake. You know what I mean? So what ends up happening is, what ends up happening, I can't even get into you, bro. What ends up happening, black man, it's like a kid in school. You know, the ugliest kid used to tease all the kids. He knew he was ugly, so he internalized his bad looks, and he turned it on and picked on the girls or picked on the kids and became a bully, right? Bullies were never good looking. It was always ugly, right? So as this person gets older, they get worse. Not everybody's Method Man and Will Smith that grow gracefully. You know what I mean? Look at Denzel Washington right now. Denzel Washington's looks are starting to fade away because of the drugs and alcohol caught up. So whatever a black man did, what happens with age is, the reason why black man holds so tight on being young. As they get older, age settles in because it shows what they haven't been doing. For example, if they was abusing alcohol all their life, it's going to show when they get older. If they was abusing drugs 30 years ago, it's going to show when they get older. If they're depressed at 20, it's going to show when they're 50. So now all the images they have on the internet is this. This is the image. You know what I mean? This is the image. And when you look like this, you have to you got to look at this guy's shirt. It's dirty. It's not white. It's off white. Look at the hoodie, right? Look at his face. And this now, mind you, one thing I give the nigga, he says he put Ugly Money Podcast. He should have just said Ugly Nigga Podcast, because this is a ugly motherfucker. And he don't have to look this bad. If this dude, number one, he needs to lose the hat. We need to see what's going on under that fucking head. Okay, if he's receded, if he got a George Jefferson, all of these things matter. Women don't know this because most women don't have the impressions of good-looking men other than 2 or 3 celebrities in their 50s, which is pretty sad, to represent that. They don't have that. You understand? In our community, health is not a strong thing, right? Eating good is not a strong thing. Hygiene is the worst for a black man than it is for a woman. So he internalizes all the pain. Black women's pussies stink, or they don't take care of themselves. It's him. As a man gets older, he develops a certain odor. Seniors develop a certain odor if they're not taken care of properly. Because what ends up happening, it's like a car. A car is going to smell different. If you smell a car that's from the 1970s, it's going to, I don't give a fuck if that shit got 2 miles on it, it's going to smell a lot different than a brand new one. It's older. There's going to be a different smell in there. You know what I mean? Some may be stale, some may just smell classic, but it's going to be a different smell. Now, let me just give the brother some motive. Let me just hear what he got to say first, and let's go there. Let me just see. Hold on.
That they had been shooting basketball earlier, and then they got to the bowling alley, and they said it was a dice game, and they say that Quavo noticed that the dice were not right. And that's where the argument started. Quavo is nobody, everybody.
Wow. Oh boy, I didn't even know I wasn't no sound. Sorry about that, y'all. So yeah, sorry about that. So here's a guy here, right? This guy is a overweight guy, right? He's fat. Fat men don't look right in dreadlocks. They don't. It just doesn't work. It never does, because they're fat. As a fat man, he has to be clean cut. He has to, if he got hair, if he's blessed to have hair, cut it. Fat niggas, if he got a bald head, he's gonna look better with a bald head than a big afro, because it makes him look fatter. You understand? So when you're this big, you can't dress the way a hairstyle would be for a slim guy. Dreadlocks and locks are for slim men, slender men, athletic build men. It doesn't look like on fat people, especially men. You know what I mean? So it's the same as a large woman. If a large woman has a certain hairstyle, right? She can't wear big hair. It's better for her to have her hair pulled back, because the bigger she is, the less you want to have attention to big hair. You can't be big and have a big body with big hair. It's too much going on. You know what I mean? So this is another big issue with a lot of brothers too. They're just gonna wear what they want to wear because they're comfortable. You can't be fat and comfortable. We already know you're fat. So if you're fat and comfortable, we're gonna equate that to lazy. Now, the other dude, right? This cat right here. Hold on.
Quavo is nobody. Everybody know Quavo.
No, we've taken a loss in Atlanta as of late with
Nah, see, you can't see when you're a fat nigga like this is all just bad. So now this guy could be 18 years old, but he looks like a grown ass extra old man, right? Because he has this hairstyle. He got this big old hoodie. He can't wear a slim hoodie because he's fat. You understand? See, when you guys are doing these podcasts, you have to give an image now of understanding that hip hop fashion is not for everybody. When I was a kid, South niggas dressed terrible. They couldn't dress because they wasn't from here, right? So when you guys are coming from Atlanta, the gay niggas be dressing up or whatever. But you got to understand, as a large man, this doesn't accommodate your looks. A lot of fat men think they could wear what skinny niggas wear. Y'all can't wear certain sneakers we wear, because if you're real fat and the shits go to the left and to the side, it doesn't look good. I don't think fat men can't wear Yeezys. They look terrible in Yeezys. Fat men don't look right in skinny jeans. Lose the weight and then you could wear all that shit. Skinny jeans are for slim niggas. Yeezys are for niggas that got big feet, but they're slender, not fat feet. You can't have an extra wide feet and wear no Yeezys. There's certain shit that you just got to know that you can and cannot do. Now, this other dude here, hold on.
Take off.
Yes.
You know, talk to me about impact.
Man, it hurts so bad.
Now,
it hurt because it's senseless.
See, this is a brother too. Here's another situation. I told you there's a rule of thumb, man. When you in the house, when you indoors, it's bad luck for a man to have a hat on his head. You guys get so comfortable, you start looking like bums. So now what ends up happening is you blame the youth for looking like bums, but the adults are looking worse because they're not even creating any plateau for the young people to look forward to. See, the problem with a lot of these guys, this is why I tell you a woman completes a man, because a lot of these ugly niggas be pulling girls. But the reality is that they're only going by their looks to get the pass because of the girls that they get, which is understandable. But the reality is that if another black man tells another black man, you is one ugly motherfucker, he's going to believe it. Okay, bad enough a woman could make him go crazy. He could just gonna curse her out. The man, he can't curse out too much because he knows what he really feels. Most black men do not feel attractive. That's why they're on the internet going crazy. They don't feel attractive. It's not like a woman where they know, I know what men like. I know how I look. I know I'm fine. These men, if a man says he knows he's good looking, is because the woman that he gets validates that. He doesn't really believe that. So as he gets older, he knows he's going to get older. He knows he's going to get uglier. And the two ways for a man to hide his ugliness as he gets older, this is for the aging man, is a hat and a fucking dyeing that beard. Okay, he doesn't even want to be clean cut. He doesn't want to rock a low beard, which would make more sense. But a low beard is more maintenance than a big beard. Why? Because if you dye a low beard, it's low, so it's not going to stay like that long. The longer one will stay with the beard longer. Plus, the dye irritates you. The dye irritates lower beards versus a long one. So this is a real big thing. Now, this man right here could probably be in his 30s. You know what I mean? He probably 28 years old. But at the end of the day, if you've seen a man like this, you didn't watch this podcast, you think this nigga was homeless. But again, it's a camouflage. You can't see what he really looks like because he got the beard, right? You can't really see what he looks like because he's got his head covered. All right. So we really don't know. And this is why it's an issue. This is a serious, serious problem because there's a lot of brothers that really can't embrace that. Now, I'm going to take it even deeper. You even have situations such as this where you have let's use this for an example. You have Trick Daddy. Now, Trick Daddy is hideous. Trick Daddy got to be one of the ugliest niggas. I mean, this is a whole different level of ugly, right? How in the fuck is Trick Daddy going to appeal to anybody because of the woman he attracts, right? He doesn't really, he knows he's ugly. And when a man tells a man that, we know it, right? How does Trick Daddy, when Trick Daddy was younger, he was better looking, right? As he got older, whether he's sick or not, aging is not working in his favor. He's out of shape. He's got bad skin. He wears a hat all the time. The nigga's a hot mess. So progressively, when brothers get older, they get ugly. Now they say black don't crack. That's bullshit. Ugly cracks. Okay? Ugly crack. You don't want to get old. You don't want to get ugly. Getting old ain't the problem. It's getting uglier. And if Trick Daddy looked like this and just turned 50, I mean, in 10 more years, it's going to get worse. You know? So what does he do to cover this? Well, does he need a beard? It's beyond a beard. Right now, Trick Daddy's in a bad position because if he wears a beard, right, he would have to darken it because he's probably not going to want the salt and pepper to show his age. So, you know, and that doesn't mean anything when people wear a clean face. Some people could rock a clear face. The problem is, how the fuck do you cover up an ugly face? So you got to do it with a hat and a beard. That's why they do that. Trick Daddy needs to be wearing shades, a beard, whether it's dyed or not, and a hat, just to cover up the progressiveness, because he's going to get progressively worse as he gets older. Okay? If you don't believe me, look at a picture of him when he was younger, 20, 30 years ago. Okay? Some people age gracefully. Now, Denzel just started taking a turn for the left. He was doing good for a while. You understand? He's just starting to plunge because now what's ended up happening, he's starting to have that ostrich-looking face, and he looks like he needs some food. He haven't been eating dinner. You know what I mean? It's a difference. But this man here, you know, you got to think on a level. I don't know what woman would even say he's attractive, but he's probably attracted to a woman because he embraces the fact that he's ugly.
I know. Don't feel bad, baby. You
I'm
cute.
not.
You cute a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay. That was the first to the left. Look at my next lady. You
I'm
cute.
not.
You cute a little.
Oh my God. I mean, look at that. That's really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that a man like this, remember, he's a celebrity, he's rich. The fact that he's in a position to sit here and tell a woman and he's cute or not, right? He's prepared. He knows a woman's gonna call him ugly. He's gonna be like, bitch, fuck you. I'm better than you. Bitch, you can't do nothing for me. Mama, I make enough money to do. Yeah, but a nigga is different. He's gonna believe it. So we just had this chump that pop up on here. It was like, oh, that's a gay calling a man. Yeah, because he knows that's what he is. See, when a man tells another man he's ugly, it's worse than a woman. Because a man can still have confidence if a woman thinks he's ugly. Because if he's getting other women, he gets validated. Like, bitch, how ugly can I be? I get pussy, right? But a man, like, nigga, if it's a man that calls him ugly, in most cases, the man looks better than him. So he's going to believe it. Trick Daddy is a disaster. So these are the things that you have to understand. Because a lot of times what ends up happening is when you in the position of your looks as a man, we don't have a lot of good how do I say impressions to guide us. We have very few men the older we get, right? Very few men in the industry, very few men in the acting industry. A lot of men right now are going backwards, and now they're going backwards and makes them look older. Look at Busta Rhymes, cut his hair, gained all this weight in his face, was losing his hair, that's why. And now he's dyeing his hair, painting his hair, and now that makes it look worse. It's like a man that has a tattoo, a toupee. He's trying to hold on to his age. Now, the fact that Trick Daddy is sitting here choosing women is absurd. This is really bad. Watch this shit.
Thank you.
Okay, that was the first to the left. Look at my next lady.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't like how you walk.
Okay. That was quick.
I'm gonna take that too.
Bye.
Y'all said left? Y'all both said left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Who played themselves? Her. The fact that she got turned down from this monster. I tell you. And the only reason why he's doing this because he be fucking some bad bitches. Trick Daddy gets some baddies, no question, because he's rich and he's a celebrity. He live in Florida. Ain't nothing but freaks out there. But the reality is that as a man, I know that. So this woman just got turned down from a monster. Even if she had said, nobody wants your ugly ass. He like, well, bitch, you wanted me. But when I say, damn, nigga, how do you get... Yo, Trick, let me ask you a question. Please don't take this personal, but you is one ugly motherfucker. How the fuck do you get these women? That's going to bother him. It'll bother him. Did you see this fine bitch that he just sat there and told her, I don't like the way you walk? Look at this.
So my thighs is like,
Don't do it.
yes, I can. Like, what?
Left.
That's crazy.
I know. Don't feel bad, baby. You
I'm
cute.
not.
You cute a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay, that was the first to the left. Look at my next lady.
Hi.
Left. I don't like how you walk.
Okay. That was quick.
I'm gonna take left too.
Bye.
Y'all said left? Y'all both said left?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought you like them sunny side up. That sunny side up?
No, but that's you see her shoes?
Look at my next lady.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I say right. Yeah,
Go right.
there.
Oh, period.
Okay, to the right. You know what I'm saying? Look at my next lady. I love how we get them in and out. I love that.
Hey.
I think I'm gonna keep
Right.
you right.
Yeah.
You look good. Right.
Cool.
What was it about her that y'all like?
I like the eyes. Really.
Yeah, she looked the nigga in the ass.
Yeah, I like
Okay, it got you. Look at the next lady.
Hi,
What's your nationality?
I'm Argentinian.
Oh yeah, I ain't never had none of that. Right.
Yep. Well, this is exactly why we have to break down the difference here. See, ugly brothers, right, that don't have this ability. Remember, this nigga's rich and famous. The fact that he's sitting here on his stage and got women coming in and out and they want the validation from him is a whole different level. That tells the ugly nigga in the street he can do the same thing. He doesn't have this option. This nigga got options because of his status. There's no fucking way on this earth a nigga that looks like this can even have the absolute luxury of choosing women in that. And all these women are pretty as hell. Now, you know, if she's not half breed or whatever, he know he gonna keep that. But this is the guy that watches this video in the street and thinks he has options, and he doesn't. Okay? This is a travesty right here. This is a travesty, but it's real.
I agree.
Cool.
Yeah. You good. To the right. You good. Let me get my next lady.
She ain't got no lot of ass, but
But she got a
with it.
good shake though. You said he ain't bad. She ain't bad, man.
Hi.
I think.
Right.
Yeah.
I got them Louis sneakers. She got class, right?
We'll keep it. He like it. We gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Okay. To the right. You
Yeah.
good.
Uh-huh.
Let me get my next lady.
Hi.
Hey,
What's up?
I know.
maybe he like her. You think I'm gonna like her? She got a poop.
Yeah, I know you're gonna like it. 'Cause I know what you like.
Look,
You don't like
but-
fupas?
Yeah, but I don't know how you got that one. I'm gonna go left.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go left.
To the left.
Okay. That was a built.
Wow. Wow. Yo, this is crazy. It's crazy, and this is the impression that got the world fucked up. Ugly niggas will watch this and say, I could get what I want. Trick Daddy can, and he don't understand Trick Daddy's Trick Daddy. That's how you know him and I know him, because he's a celebrity. All right. These niggas is rich on top of the fact that they celebrities, right? So now check it. This is more an extreme situation. So now we got to take it a little deeper, right? Because I want you to understand the difference here, or what happens and why these men are suffering. Now you got a guy like this. Now this is what you call a disaster, right? Fucked up teeth. Oh, you know the cars stink. Even if you look inside the car, the headline is dirty, right? He got a hat on his head, a very fucked up beard. Okay, somebody fucked this nigga. Okay, this is the scary part. Okay, this is the scary part. So let's hear what he got to say. Let's hear what the situation is.
Online Nation family, stand up all day, back with another one. So people say that's a sewer, it's falling apart, it's done now because of all the demolition and stuff like that. So there's no reason to go to the sewer anymore. No. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a glass of water, y'all. This is nasty work, know what I mean? For people that say that it's over, the sewer is done. Like, cut it out, y'all. Right? Listen, if you do your
Damn. Again, God doesn't make mistakes, right? So there's no such thing. I mean, all babies are cute, right? At what point does this take to turn where a man looks like this? His age. Age is a big deal for a man. Y'all wear makeup, y'all got wigs, you got dresses, you got hair, nails. But a lot of men don't know what to do. So to be comfortable, right? To be comfortable could be, I got my hoodie. I ain't trying to press nobody. We don't think about dental. Clearly, his breath stink, right? So the dental is bad. His skin looks bad. His eyebrows is fucked up. Beard is fucked up. He's just a hot mess. He took his hat off, hair all fucked up, nothing groomed. And this man is actually sitting in the car talking about pussy in Sasua in 2024. Trick Daddy and him is doing these videos in Miami. So you got to think about what's going on. Trick Daddy is Trick Daddy. That's why he's in that option. This man right here, he ain't getting no burn in America. Definitely not for none of them girls that's walking in and off that stage. He has to go to another country to do that. You understand? Now, why would a woman give him a chance? Most women ain't going to give this nigga a chance because he's a hot mess. So a lot of men don't know, outside of being a celebrity, how to look. They don't understand grooming, clean cut. If you can't grow a beard, fine, be clean cut. You every hairstyle is not for everybody. Go to the barber shop, ask the barber, a good barber, what do you think would fit me? All these things are missing. And these elements are causing a lot of problems, because as a black man gets older, especially brothers, you know what I mean? It's like looking at a monkey, right? When you see a little cute little monkey, right? You can see a little monkey, they're babies, oh, they cute, look at little monkeys. But as that monkey gets older and you start seeing that grin, they look uglier than a motherfucker, respectfully, right? So as a man, you can tell. You look at a chimpanzee, you look at their head. As they get older, you can see their age from looking at their head. Whether they bald, whether they got a little peach fuzz up there. Age shows. You gotta tell a man, please take your hat off. You want to know if he's groomed. You want to know if he's balding. You want to know if he's in a process of balding. You want to know if his hair's dyed. You want to know if he had reconstructive surgery on his hairline. All of these things work against him as he gets older. Trust me. Okay? It all works against him. So he's in a position now of trying to find himself because he wants to be Trick Daddy. He believes that he has options. He believes that he could walk around and look like whatever. The guys you see in Atlanta, most of them niggas that keep themselves together, they're gay. You see a nigga that look like Trick Daddy in Atlanta, less likely they gay. Most of them niggas that beat them, like them guys with the perfect beard and the perfect hair, those niggas is gay. So you can't get the two confused. You got the gays, you got the celebrities, and you got niggas that just got it. Some niggas just got a swag that they could wear the same thing here. They could have a hat on their head, they could have a hoodie and be the baddest nigga walking around. And then you got motherfuckers that look like this. So what I want to educate you on is when you see a hat and you see a beard, you need to question it. It's very, very important. When he says, hello, how you doing? Can you please take your hat off? He may say, why you want me to take my hat off? I want to see your head. Why? Once he's going through all that shit, just walk away. Because if he's confident, he'll take the fucking hat off. He won't even question it. Especially if the nigga know he got a fresh cut. Oh, you want me to see? Boy, yeah, that's my, you know what I mean? He's confident. He's going to take it off. But if there's a motive, if he lacks confidence, he's going to question why you want me to take off my hat. If there's a motive of his beard and it doesn't look good, how he has his beard says a lot about himself. How he cuts his beard, how his beard lays, shows a mode of hygiene. When you see a man's beard look like this, he don't give a fuck what he look like. Unless he's a Rastafarian where he has long dreads grown for the last 20 years and he doesn't cut it because of religious reasons. This says a lot about him. You could tell the fact that how a nigga keeps his bed. He probably don't make his bed. His bathroom's probably dirty. He probably doesn't take baths. He probably takes showers. All of these elements are very important when you're dealing with men that are aging. It is a really big deal. That's why the average podcaster has a hat on his head. It gives him strength. The strength is in the hair for any man and woman, but it's not in the hair, the strength when he's losing his hair. It's not in the strength. The strength is in his hat. He feels barbaric with a hat and a beard. Jay-Z right now has all of his luck with his hair. He's at his highest level as a billionaire with his hair. He's not going to cut his hair because his hair is a mode of good luck. So he embraces that, right? Even Jay-Z, ain't the best looking nigga, but he's groomed. He takes care of himself. He keeps his shit together. His sneakers are always crispy. He has a clean look, and I can't take that away. But again, women have to start acknowledging that. Stay away from niggas that wear hats and dye their beards. Okay? It's better to see what he has than what he doesn't have. Now, if he has salt and pepper or he has gray, and he could look better if he had a rinse, that's different. Because at least you can see, you know what? You have a younger face. It ain't gonna look like Will Smith. A lot of people don't know Will Smith is gray, like white. Will Smith's hair been like that for the past 10 years. His whole fucking head is white, but he aged gracefully. So his gray didn't catch on to his face yet. In other words, his gray is older than his face. So he has to dye his hair because it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good to see him in gray hair. Method Man is salt and pepper all over his face, but he has to dye it because his beard is his image, right? There's some individuals that are not ready for that. So if you see them and know what it looks like before they turn gray, it's a good thing. And that's why it's important for all these elements to be of that. As a man, the frustration becomes frustrating to him of not growing gracefully. He doesn't know what it is to grow great. He doesn't want to dress. He doesn't want to put a shirt. He doesn't want to put a tie. He doesn't, he's losing his hair. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to stay on top of getting the right shave and doing the bald hair and getting hair. So he doesn't know what to do. So his frustration projects through the woman. And that's why he wants you to look a certain way. And you're fat and you need to do this and women need to do that, because nobody's constructing him on what to do. And if you look at the age group in the 50s in the hip hop society, who are the leaders now of the men that are aging gracefully, that are representing that? And it's not many. There's not many. I don't know about the white dudes, but I do know in our community, it's not enough. Because if you look at us, we haven't been representing that. We don't have good images and leaders and role models to set that. So that's why niggas just don't give a fuck of what they look like. So when a woman dates a man like this, she's realizing that, wow, she doesn't even know how to make him up. How, as a woman, you should be able to look at a man and tell a man, listen, you need to lose the hat. Baseball caps is a no-no. If he's wearing a nice Stetson hat, any other hat but that, right? He may have a hat that requires his job to wear a hat, right? But a baseball cap doesn't accommodate with a lot of men as they get older. There has to be a mode of knowing a clean face. Denzel could rock, no, I tell you a dude that could rock a joint, what's his name? Not David Allen Greer, the Wayans, Damon Wayans. So Damon Wayans right now has this full beard with the salt and pepper and the hat on or whatever. He still pulled it off, but he still could pull off a clean cut. He could pull off a clean cut. Because now his image for his TV show, he's no longer funny with that beard. You can't take him seriously as a comedian because he got this big full-grown beard. You know what I mean? And it looks like it's real. Deion Sanders. I mean, here's a man that's really suffering. Deion, let me find that video. Deion Sanders is suffering like crazy. Deion Sanders has a fake beard. He's, these are the things now that a lot of guys are trying to to cover up. It's bad because Deion right now is rocking a beard and the beard is fake. I can't even believe that people are not even seeing that shit. Deion Sanders is rocking a beard and it's straight up and down fake. Okay, let me show you. Hold on, this is a Fox thing. Hold on. Let me show you. Here it goes. Hold on. This is not a real beard. Hold on. And it's funny because nobody would ever think that. Ronald Osley's beard is fake. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Osley actually looked good without a beard. You know what I mean? But he got that shit sewn in his face like Fat Joe. It's a fake beard. Hold on. This nigga Deion is another goofball, man. I swear to God. Hold on. These old niggas is getting bad. They're not doing good with this shit. I'm telling you, they're not.
Great game by KU. They have a tremendous football team that are resilient. They have a wonderful coach. Let's close that door. Let's do something so it's not distracting. Wonderful coach who is one of my favorites in the Big 12. I feel as though we have a tremendous relationship. He checked on me when.
Now, the crazy thing is, right? This is not a real bad cut of it, but the problem is with Deion. Deion does a lot of different things and surgeries for his hair. He did have hair surgery. I think his daughter busted him with that because he's bald. So he does get his hair painted. He does rock. He did have the hair surgery and all the above, but these he spoke on it. Hold on.
We're gonna go. Let's go play. Okay, gotcha. Back in '89, when Prime hit the scene, neck full of gold and the hitter was clean. Curl was tight, it looked wet but dry. Florida thing, baby, see, I ain't gonna lie. Around in '96, brother, noticed a change. Not in the game, but my hair wasn't the same. Your boy was winning, but your boy was thinning. I signed a Dobbs deal, and that was beginning. I had my insecurities all covered up. Your boy cut it off, I wasn't gonna fight that stuff. Now the soldier looking much older. The swag on fire, but the brother getting colder. I called my brother Monk. I said, what we gonna do? He took off his hat. He said, what we gonna do? 6 months later, your boy is back. Brother got a line and I'm talking that spike. My hair, my hair. Woo! My hair, my hair. Come on, baby. Get it. My hair, my hair. Woo! You ready?
Let's go, baby. We're gonna go.
Let's go platinum.
Let's go.
Okay, got you.
Pretty sad. So the deal is with Dion here. He said he covered up a lot of his insecurities all them years, and he said it in his rap. These are the things that they're worried about that they don't talk to you about, but they talk to you about getting older. You believe as a woman, oh, we're dirt as we get older, and that's why Halle Berry is having this whole response of her age, because Halle Berry is concerned because the men have y'all believing that shit. And trust me when I tell you, you will find a good-looking woman before you find a good-looking man. That's a fact. Okay? That's just worldwide. That's just how it is. There's just more good-looking women in the world than men. So you got to think about how these dudes cover this shit up, and y'all believe that. You got to really be careful with that. That's a big, big deal. You know, certain premier dudes, like I said, they could get whatever they want. They could get the woman they want, but they have y'all believe in all these things. You don't know the difference because you look at it as, oh, yeah, you know, it's a good look. You know, no, niggas is getting older right now and they suffering. That nigga Young Jock had a perm in his hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make this stuff up. So the more and more you're aware of it, you start seeing that a man in a hat, especially a baseball cap, is a big, big, big red flag, especially if he's old. It's a big red flag. And if you don't believe me, ask him. Ask him, why does he wear a hat? And a lot of times he don't even know how to answer that question. Because if you confident, why would you wear a hat on your head? You got to think about that. Why would you wear a hat on your hair if you're confident? So if you're wearing it and calling it for style and all the above, you know, you got to think about where we're going here. So a lot of these niggas are suffering with that because they don't want to look ugly. And this is how they camouflage their insecurities. Here's another one. As you know, Young Jock. This is a big deal with him, right? So
what's up, everybody? We just wanted to jump right up into this topic. As you can see, Young Jock just got his hair freshly done in the salon. Kudos to the stylist.
I mean, it's a good cut, but the thing is, he need to cut that shit out.
Yeah. It's a little extra for me. I wouldn't want to talk to or be in a relationship with somebody who's going to the salon more than I am. It's one or the other.
Yes, this is bad. See? So this is a thing that a lot of niggas is suffering with. So he'll be the first one when, as a woman, he ready for you now. The minute you start look at this shit. Look what these niggas is doing out here, man. This is a scary thing, man. So my advice, I can't give no advice to men. This is not what I'm here for, but I will tell you as a woman, this is what you need to be aware of. You could camouflage your insecurities. You got titties, you got ass, you got dresses, skirts, pants. He's limited in that. So he doesn't know what good looking is. He doesn't know what it is to be attractive. As a man, he only believes to be attractive is to be rich, famous, you know what I mean? Making 6 figures. That's his mode of attractive. Unless he's in the gym. Even when he goes to the gym, he's like, damn, I still ain't getting no pussy. Because he doesn't understand there's more to it than that. Some men are just gifted. Even if they look out of shape, they're gifted. But a lot of men just don't have the goal of, how am I going to look as I get older? They don't look past the mode of being 90s and 80s and 70 years old. They're trying to look young. So if a man is in his 50s, he's still trying to look like he did in his 20s, he's not accepting that he looks older no matter what he does. And he looks older trying to be young. Now, once these niggas are stepping out and getting these head, this is some Atlanta shit as usual, but this is what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to think about this, man. Hold on.
Nigga name, I don't know what his name is, but it looked like his name Earl.
And he woke up and made a decision this morning to get out there and try something.
Looked like it was a split decision. He just got the fuck up and said, I'm going. Young Jock did it, I can too.
Yeah, but check this out. I knew this style was not going to happen or be what I think he thought it was going to be, because y'all see that towel? That towel already has dandruff and lint balls up on there. Sometimes you just can't copy other people.
Now he might be in the kitchen somewhere now. You know, never know. He could be in the kitchen. And the dryer ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit. I mean, all that hair below his tape line, you can tell this guy ain't had no tape in at least 3 years.
That mohawk might have been fired before he went in there, but he decided to go in there and request the Young Jock. And look at this.
Oh my God. Look what he turned out looking like. She done put that too far in the back of that dude's head. It looked like she put it. And now if you look close, she done put a perm in that dude's head or something.
She had to. That stuff was not going to lay down on its own. She had to get a perm.
Oh my God.
Wow, this is bad. Yeah, this is pretty bad. So you're worried about age, black woman. You know what I mean? You have to understand that society puts that pressure on you. It's not as a woman. The men put that pressure on you. Okay? Just remember, his age struggles is something you're not aware of. And you have to be aware of that. Okay? When he tells you he's proud of his age, he's lying. Okay? Okay. When he tells you he looks good for his age, that's another lie. Okay. What ends up happening with him is he has to understand one thing. His fear of getting old makes him ugly. Okay. His fear of getting old makes him ugly, because now you got to think about it like this. As he gets older, his age is going to accentuate. So the more he gets older, now it protrudes now. So if it was funny and cute when he was in high school, it's going to be old and ugly as he gets older. And it's going to get worse. And once he loses his hair, forget it. He's got to cover up. He lost it. Ain't like he been bald since the age of 19 years old. You understand? Now he's not a bald. He's bald. He's a balding man suffering hair loss. Big difference than a bald man and a man that's suffering from hair loss. So these are the things now that you have to be mindful of his struggle. And that's why he goes neck and neck with you and feel what a black woman should do, how you should be this, how you should be that, how come y'all don't bend, how come you don't do this. All of these things are coming from the mode of his aging process, because his aging process is very, very bad for him. He has a hard time handling that, and you have to be mindful of that. You know, the mode of him coming into the group of changing could be hurtful. You know what I mean? It could be very depressing. Hold on.
He had to go in there and get the texture matching perm. Lord have mercy.
But the thing is, when you try to copy other people, you need to make sure you got their kind of money.
Exactly.
Because this hair is stiff.
This nigga
It don't even look like it's shaped, do it?
This nigga here look like a thought.
He do look
he look like a thought.
It do not look good at all. And that color don't even complement his skin tone.
No, he look like somebody's mama that can grow a full-fledged mustache and a beard.
Look, it ain't even taped up all the way. It's not blended up all the way like how Young Jock was. You see that blunt cut over there to the side? That is just not looking good. This is not looking good for 2019 for this hairstyle.
And then we going straight into 2019 with this bullshit.
This fuckery, this is not what's happening.
Oh my God. Blue hair. Smurf hair. Smurf. Look at this nigga smile though. Look like you did that.
Good.
Yeah, look like he said you did that, bitch. That look like what he said on his face right there.
He's like, I'm about to kill it.
Nah. Oh my God. He done went. I wonder how many people had to touch his head to make that hot ass mess.
But you know what?
Yeah, so
she didn't do
this is not a good thing, man. It's just really sad. So here's another example of where age changes things. Let me give you another example here.
You know, sometimes our mind wanders in a fucked up place, man.
I left him a nice studio in the attic.
And then we would move in different circles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we was like track masters and stuff. He got his thing out out there. Come together.
Is there more brothers than y'all?
No, this is it.
And no sisters?
No.
Damn, it's just y'all too? Then it hits even different. Wow.
Yeah,
but that's different. It's just two boys. It ain't nothing. And the fact that y'all get along, that's actually special, man. What did it feel like seeing your father accept it going into the Hall of Fame?
I cried. Oh yeah, I had tears coming. I had them shades on for real. Okay. They wasn't just. I had them cry blockers on, man. It was because you know what? I felt the energy of my mom's number one.
There you go.
I felt the energy of all these people. They're not here.
She's a real star.
Yes.
You know, we need better role models of representing cleanliness. Brothers got to realize, man, when you're walking, when you're doing things, take your hat off. That's what they were doing as a respect, man. A man's supposed to tilt his hat. Check your hat at the door. Check your coat at the door. There becomes a time as you get older, you want to age gracefully. You don't want to age uglier. And it's pretty depressing. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all could relate to this. How many times y'all ran into somebody and they be like, oh, we getting old. And you look at them and be like, damn. And they depressed you because they look fucked up. You know what I'm saying? How many of us have done that? How many of us have done that a few times? We sat and talked to people and said, I'm not going to lie, man. You know, you talk to this one dude and you seen somebody you went to high school with, and you're like, damn. And you're like, yeah, man, we ain't young no more. We getting old. And he looked fucked up. But always the person, when a person is sharp, they never say that. It's always the ugly one that says that. It's always the one that don't let themselves go to say, oh, man, we getting old. You understand? So a lot of men, unlike women, we don't have a lot of men that represent that. We start seeing niggas younger than us looking fucked up. So we're like, damn, this nigga younger than me and he look fucking older. So it's not the gracefully is becoming a thing. It's becoming very minimal. You know, the unattraction, the ugliness, the hideous, the looks is becoming more of a thing that's working against him. And he suffers with that. Quiet as kept. His father didn't teach him how to groom himself. His father didn't teach him to wear clothes that fit, keep a shave every other day. His father didn't teach him that. So now they going by hip hop standards and they're just letting themselves go. They just don't give a fuck what they look like. And it's a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Valley said, I'm blessed to be 30 and 130 pounds after having kids. Just take care of yourself. You just want to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? You want to be, whether you were 50 plus and you just had a kid, and that it's a blessing. The point is, what I'm making here is brothers is suffering with something and they're not telling you the truth. They're not telling you what they suffering with. Niggas are scared of getting ugly. And when you live in fear, you make yourself uglier. It's like a person. You ever see a person that's stressed and you could look in their face and say, yo, he looks stressed out. You don't even know him. Because the stress hinders your looks. So when they tell you if looks could kill, you be dead, right? So if a person is suffering through a mode of, if stress can kill and give you high blood pressure, imagine what it'll do to somebody's face. So now niggas is realizing, damn, I'm getting old. That old makes them look young because he doesn't want to accept that. So he gets uglier in a sense. And not to mention, a lot of brothers don't grow gracefully lately like that. Niggas just be looking fucked up. So the woman, y'all don't have great pickings. You kind of settle for an ugly motherfucker because look at how they doing with Trick Daddy. One of the ugliest niggas on the planet, and all the fine bitches walking in there. That's just showing you right now. It's to the point niggas ain't even a good looking. The women are just finding ugly to be appealing. Trick Daddy may be appealing because on top of the fact that he's rich, he may have a swagger to him. You know what I'm saying? He may have a swagger. So, shout out to Michael. All these things apply. You know, you go back to the Trick Daddy era, you'll see how that shit definitely plays a significant part. And it does. So men have to be mindful and put the work in. Put the work into your skincare. Put the work into your grooming. Put the work into your style. And say when I'm going. And it's just constantly. Niggas is just looking fucked up everywhere. Every podcast I put on, niggas is looking bad. They looking real bad. You know. I mean, even Big Gip, you know, and I like Big Gip, you know what I'm saying? That's one Atlanta nigga that I kind of like to hear. I like to hear his mode of talking, and I like to hear him, you know what I'm saying? But what are these niggas doing?
Just cause it worked for you, we don't have to adopt it and put it over here and feel like it's gonna work for us. We don't come from a liberal state.
Yeah.
We come from a southern state. That means we from the Bible Belt. Thanks. Jesus run thing around here. Jesus.
Come on.
Ain't nothing bigger than Jesus in the South. So I'm just saying it's a lot of people that's coming and acting like they with you, but they only using your struggle to put it on theyself to make theyself more acceptable to what they feel like is something they can invest in. Because you know, why should black people be worried about what the immigrants doing and what they not doing?
Facts.
They ain't came and took up at Africa, and they ain't gonna take up at Africa. And I'm looking at it like, hey man, why you got so much fear around here? Man, they gonna come and snatch you out your house and your school, and they gonna throw it. They ain't got nothing to do with you. They ain't got nothing to do with you. So why is black people talking about what's gonna happen to somebody else?
Wow.
Because guess what? Since George Floyd, police still been killing black folks. So when y'all keep trying to sell me the 2025 or whatever that, man, that shit been going on.
Ooh.
That shit been going on. It's been 2025. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Stop selling fear in the black community. Ain't nobody scared of nobody. Our kids is the most ruthless kids. Play with them.
Yeah.
They gonna go through it. They gonna go through you and everything besides you.
Come on.
So why should we walk around in fear anywhere in this United States, acting like somebody gonna play with us? They ain't never played with us. So why right now, when it's election time, we supposed to just live in this? Y'all want us to live in this fear, but y'all want to.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I think we have enough said here. I think we have reached. What the fuck is going on with this damn audio? Testing.